Of my FIFA 16 PSG Career Mode Season 5 episode February Part 2, and I'm going to give you my sincere apologies, guys. I had no idea what happened in the previous episode. An error occurred once again, and that is the second time today that my PlayStation has done that to me. I don't know whether it's my network, I don't know whether it's your network. I'm not going to point my finger at anybody. I'm just going to continue with where we left off. We just defeated Nantes 5-0. Neymar scored 2 goals, Halilovic scored 1, Lacazette scored another, and Suarez scored another. 2 substitutions made. Suarez came on for Griezmann, and Robben came on for Anderson. Laporte also received a yellow card, and now we are going to move on. Wally has joined us today by saying hi. How's it going, Wally? Hope you were doing well and hope you enjoy the video. But guys, this is going to be a super short episode. So just to add a little I don't know, a little flavouring onto the cake, I am going to go through what's going to be happening in the next episode, because February is almost over. So I just wanted to make this episode a sort of an apology episode and then just end it right there. It's a bit of a waste, but I don't want to connect the end of February to March as, I don't know, maybe I should. Maybe I could just rename this episode as the March episode. So I think that is what I'm going to do, just to save myself some annoyances. We've got Thomas Pratt right here. How's it going, my dude? How's it going? And we also have an email. It's a press conference to go up against AS Monaco in the Coupe Nationale, our all-time rivals. So we are going to motivate my squad, and hopefully we'll come up with the victory. So as I was saying, I am very sorry for that error in the previous episode. I hope it doesn't happen again. It's likely to happen, but we are here in March, and we're going to connect March with the end of February, and I'm going to call this on my YouTube channel my not February Part 2. I'm going to just call it the March episode. It's only fair that it gets called that. Maybe even put a dash there, you know, just so no one gets confused. But we've got 5 games this month, guys. We do have our first game being the Coupe Nationale quarter-final against AS Monaco. So fingers crossed for that. Then we go back to the Liga against Bordeaux in an away game. Then we face FC Bayern in the second leg of the Champions Cup of the round of 16. And then we're back to the Liga against Stade Rennais. And then our final game again will be against FC Lorient. I'm sure some games will get added if we have more victories. But guys, without further ado, I think we should get crack-a-lacking. Now, we do have a training injury, so Alexandre Lacazette suffered a sprained ankle, and the initial assessment from our medical department is that he will be out for 9 days. So he's probably going to miss out in the Coupe Nationale, which is most unfortunate. And guys, my first subscriber ever since I started this YouTube channel, here he is, boys and girls, it's Luco HD. How's it going, Luco? I hope your life is treating you well. Sit back and enjoy the show. It's okay, Luke. Don't you worry about it, mate. I know you feel apologetic that you haven't been here, but it's okay, mate. I will give you all the details later on at the end of the episode, just so you could be filled in on everything that's going on. In the meantime, guys, we do have the upcoming game against AS Monaco, so hopefully we'll get through and have that treble closer to our reach. James Rodriguez says, hey boss, this match coming up is pretty important to the team, and I feel I should replace Halilovic on the team sheet. Hope that you agree. I do agree. I'm not going to be playing my second team against AS Monaco. Hell to the no. I'm going to be playing my first team, guys, and just a quick reminder of who is in my first team. They are as follow. Benzema and Suarez are teaming up for that striking positions. De Bruyne is going to be supporting them in the cam. Pogba and Rodriguez will be holding the fort in the centre midfield role. Ronaldo will be on the left and Bale will be on the right. PK, Hummels and Godin will be my back 3 with Manuel Neuer in goal. Oh, Luca, I'm glad you got to see my Manchester United episode 1 and 2. I will be continuing with that career mode, don't you worry. There's so many projects that I'm trying to do on my channel, just keeping up to date with everything. But I do want to make it a habit of keeping some videos public, just so they can always be there for everyone to see. But yeah, in this team, Lacazette is injured, so we're going to have to take him out off the bench and have him replaced, I think, with Angel Correa, just to give him some game time, seeing if he gets substituted or not. But I am having some troubles with the likes of Neymar. He's complaining about getting some first-team gameplay, and I really don't want to replace Ronaldo for him, even though Neymar is younger and has more of a future at this squad. So I'm just wondering if there was anything I can do about putting both members into the team. But it might prove to be difficult. I mean, I know of a couple of formations that may work, but I'm not too sure. It was very nice back in the day with Ronaldo having the striker in his positions. But that's not happening anymore. He's just known as a left wing and a left midfielder, and I don't want to put him in a position where the computer might get a little bit confused and it might fault my simulation processes. And that's just my theory on what happens. If you put a player in a position that he doesn't play, the simulation process will not go in my favour. So in the meantime, I just need to consider what formations are suitable for the likes of Ronaldo and Neymar. But there are, you know, if it's going to interrupt either of them, then it may interrupt the entire team. You know, I don't want to kick out Bale. I don't want to kick out Pogba or Rodriguez. They all deserve to be in the first team. So I'm going to need to choose carefully about what my next of what, you know, formation I could use. I definitely don't want to have a back five. Definitely not. But I'm sort of thinking the 3-4-3 again, you know, just so Neymar and Ronaldo can play. But this will mean one of my strikers will not be there anymore, and then I'll only have the lone striker, unless I design a custom formation of mine. But I don't think it's going to work. I really don't. So actually, I'm just going to go back and discard the changes. And I think I'm just going to have to take Ronaldo off, guys. Bring Ronaldo off. Put him on the bench. Oh, I don't know. Luco says 3-4-3. 3-4-3. Let's try what Luco suggests. 3-4-3. Do I do the 3-4-3 flat or the 3-4-3 diamond? I think it's going to have to be the flat, guys. Let's just try it and see what happens. So Luis Suarez is without a shadow of doubt my best striker. So he obviously deserves to be in that striking role of the starting 11. Ronaldo will be left midfielder because he can play there. And then Neymar will be on the left wing. Bale is naturally a right midfielder. And I think Bale can go up with De Bruyne being on the right. Then Rodriguez can stay where he is, as well as Pogba. So Benzema is the one who gets dropped, unfortunately. And then we keep my back three with Manuel Neuer in goal. Griezmann could go in the right wing, but then that would mean Bale gets dropped or De Bruyne. Unless, of course, yeah, Griezmann has to stay on the bench because De Bruyne is 88 overall and Griezmann's only 87. So we're going to keep it like that, and I think that will be okay. I do feel sorry for Benzema, who has been one of my greatest strikers of all time. But it was bound to happen, but at least he can stay on the bench with Griezmann for now. And I think we're going to just have it like that, guys. Yeah, let's see how that goes. And hopefully it will be okay. If we lose to AS Monaco, I'm going to be so pissed off. And I will literally fire Neymar from the starting 11 if this goes horribly wrong. So there's only one way to find out, guys. Fingers crossed. Here we go. And we win the game 2-1, guys. Thank the Lord. PK scored a goal. Ronaldo scored a goal. Bale gets a yellow card. Robben gets substituted on for Pogba. Little bit random. Don't see why he would need to come into centre midfield. Alaba came on for Godin, which is a good substitution. And Benzema came on for Neymar. So Benzema was in left wing, which I still don't understand about. I hate these random substitutions being made by my assistant coach. So, but we still won, which is okay. Now, Griezmann has a problem. Boss, when I signed my contract with this club, you made me certain promises with regards to my role here, but I do not feel that currently you are fulfilling those. Okay. Fair enough. Rodriguez says, told you that I would make the difference, boss. That was a great win for the team. Okay. Okay, fair enough. I think we're going to need to start making some new contracts, guys. We can't give any of these guys new contracts because they're all new players. So what we're going to have to do is, if there's too many world-class players complaining, we're just going to have to give certain players like Luis Suarez like non-specified squad roles. Right. Okay. Let's just move on for now and see what happens in the future. Bordeaux is our next game. We've got some tournament prize money, which is always nice. Hungary wants me to manage their national squad. Hell to the no. Now, Bordeaux, where do they stand in the Liga? They are 17th, so they're not doing too well. So we might give the second team a chance to play. I think we should, with the Champions Cup just around the corner. But Lacazette is still injured. Do we risk it for a biscuit? I think we can, you know. I really, honestly, truly believe we can. Yeah, let's go for it. It's an away game against Bordeaux. Please come up with the win, boys. And we do. We smash it 3-0, guys. Goal scorers today was Griezmann with 2 goals and Gaia with a goal. 3 yellow cards, 1 for Gaia, 1 for Halilovic and 1 for Lacazette. And Suarez came on for Lacazette through substitution. We do have a couple of emails. One is a press conference for the upcoming Champions Cup game against FC Bayern. And Brandt is speaking with his agent. He has helped me to realise that the role at his club that I was offered in my contract is currently not being given to me. I hope this will change. See, this was the problem. Wally bringing all of these players in has created loads of problems for me, which has made my game a lot more interesting. And I mean a lot more interesting. I don't want Brand to necessarily play this next game. Right, checking out the squad. De Bruyne is on the red card, so I think Brandt could play. Let's have a look. What positions can Brandt play in? 82 overall, so he is eligible for the first team. He can go in that right mid. So let's put him there instead of De Bruyne. So place your bet, boys. Who's going to win this Champions Cup game? Is it going to be PSG or is it going to be FC Bayern? Please let me know in the comment section. We have no De Bruyne. We have complaining players. It is a home game. Come on, lads. I believe in you. And we get another glorious win, guys. 3-0 to PSG. Ronaldo scores, Neymar scores, and Brandt scores on his debut. What a trooper. 2 substitutions were made. Halilovic comes on for Bale, and Benzema comes on for Suarez. Very good game, lads. Very good game. And we receive an email. The suspension is over for Kevin De Bruyne, so we can slot him back into the first team. But we have Stade de Reims as our next game for the Liga. So let's check out the calendar, boys. Yeah, we can play my first team. I definitely think so. But we want De Bruyne back on that right mid. I really want De Bruyne back on that right mid. Now, let's save the changes here. I'm not too fussed about Brandt complaining because he's not a very important player of mine. You know, I'd rather keep this top 11 happy than players like Brandt. I'm not going to be playing the matches in my PSG career mode, but once this episode is over, I might go to online seasons or my Manchester United career mode. Now, got a next game against Stade Rennais. I think my top 11 are ready. And here we go. We win 3-1, boys. It's looking very good for PSG. Rodriguez, 2 goals. Ronaldo, 1. Pogba, yellow card. Suarez, yellow card. And Laporte comes on for Hummels. Very good game, boys. Two emails, so let's have a look at them. Suarez has picked up a suspension. He's accumulated too many yellow cards. And Correa was expecting a bigger role at the club, as was offered to him when he signed for me. So far, he has not been given the chance to perform that role because Wally signed you, mate, not me. After 30 games, we have 74 points, guys. Only 8 games to go in the Liga. We're going to need to try and fit in Angel Correa in some of these games. So in the meantime, boys, we're going to be pushing on forward for PSG's career mode. FC Lorient being our next game. Brazil would like me to manage their national team. I'm going to reject that offer. There's been a match reschedule. We've got some tournament prize money for the Champions Cup. And there are players leaving on international duty. So feel free to take a look at that under your own discretion. Alright, here we go. FC Lorient. Where do they stand in the Liga? They are 9th. Now, Luis Suarez is going to have to come off. And you know what, guys? I'm going to let Angel Correa have a chance to play. Since he's been complaining, it's time for him to get a game. Alright, lads. Last game of the month. Hopefully we're ready. Will Correa do well in this game? Certainly doesn't. So 2-0 to Lorient. We lost the chance to earn 3 points. Poor performance by Correa, who receives a yellow card, and so does Pogba. 2 substitutions made, Robin for De Bruyne and Rakitic for Rodriguez. Three emails, a suspension is over for Luis Suarez, and Paul Pogba has got a suspension. Alaba says, I've got to get more playing time, boss. I'm frustrated when I'm not picked. Oh dear, more complaining players. It's not looking too good, guys. Not looking too good at all. Car chuckle. I'm gonna have to say, mate, you're being a little bit bossy, if you allow me to say. Just being a slight tad bossy. Just because you're my second subscriber, it doesn't mean I'm gonna do a new career mode just for you, mate. I'm not being funny. I don't mean to sound rude, but I'm not liking the way you're becoming a little bit bossy, mate. I'm sorry, I have to mention it. But you're asking me to do a Sheffield Wednesday career mode or another career mode with some other team, and you're mentioning a lot. I'm your second subscriber, and I've been coming to a lot of your streams, and I don't really appreciate that, man. I really don't. It's becoming a little bit rude. I'm sorry, I just had to say it. So now we're moving on through March, and thank the Lord, we have received an email from Neymar saying, "Hi boss, just wanted to thank you for restoring me to the team. It means the world to me to play much more frequently." Well, you're welcome. It's been annoying me. So you need to come back out of that little bubble of yours now, because I'm a little bit worried about Benzema sending me a similar email to what you did a while ago. Alright guys, we're coming up close to the end of March and the end of this episode. So I am going to simulate to the 1st of April, read my emails that I may have received. Thanks for putting me back into the team. I don't mind missing the occasional game, but I really need to play or I just can't be at the club. You know what? I probably would do better off without you, Neymar, because of the amount of wages you seem to be eating out of my piggy bank. Okay, for those of you who have not been keeping tabs on my recent streams, now is going to be a chance for you guys to catch up on an official basis. So I'm going to go through the tables as they stand at the moment, just so you guys know where we're at. In the Liga, after 31 matches, we have 24 wins, 2 draws and 5 losses, scoring 69 goals and conceding 16. That gives us a goal difference of 53 with 74 overall points. We are ranked number 1 in the Liga. We won the Trophy Champ at the beginning of the season against Lille. We are currently standing in the semi-finals of the Coupe Nationale. We lost in the Coupe de Ligue in the first or second round, I believe. We won the American Challenge Cup against Barcelona. We also won the Copa Europe against Sevilla FC at the beginning of the season. At the moment in Champions Cup, we stand in the quarter-finals, our next game being against Chelsea. We are not involved in the Euro League. And that is it. That is where we stand in the tables at the moment. I'm not going to go through top scorers at the moment, and I'm not going to go through fixtures. What I am going to do, which I do believe is time, and that is offer new contracts to players who have been with me for quite some time. Players like Benzema and Suarez, giving them contracts with a non-specified squad role. Because of all the world-class talent, I don't know, I feel like I should do that, but at the same time I feel like I shouldn't, because there's going to be a lot of major decisions that I will need to make come the new season and summer transfer window. I'm going to save my game right there, guys, and I'm definitely going to end this episode. I feel like doing a few online seasons. So, guys, I have been your boy, MillzySawUs, and this is my FIFA 16 PSG career mode. Season 5, episode February part 2/March. I hope you guys have enjoyed this videos. Thank you to all of my spectators and subscribers. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.